Hello everybody, I'm Mike. I'm the marketing manager for Scott Equipment Company, and today we're excited. We've got Troy from Camozzi here, and he's going to tell us about their fittings, what's unique about them, and the benefits that you need to know about. So Troy, the first thing we want to talk about are Camozzi fittings. What's unique about your Camozzi fittings, and why should our customers consider those fittings?
Yeah, sure. So Camozzi fittings, very popular product. The most important thing that jumps out is that it's an all metal construction,
Okay.
including the collet.
Right.
So that makes it suitable for high pressures. These fittings can go up to 1,000 psi for lubrication applications or high pressure misting. The second unique feature about these products is that the collet can be removed. Why is that important? I mean, most people aren't going to repair a $2 fitting, but let's say you get into an environment where you need high temperatures or low temperatures, or you have some weird chemicals. We can pop this collet out, replace the Buna O-ring with a low temp Buna, a high temp Viton or EPDM, whatever's needed for that particular environment.
Yeah, so real quick, so the idea is not necessarily a replacement O-ring, but sometimes if the environment changes, instead of having to buy a new fitting, you simply change the O-ring.
Right.
Okay.
And that's part of the service that we do in McKinney, part of our production. We pop these collets out and put different O-rings in for in many cases, and we can do that in a couple days as opposed to waiting for the factory to build a new one in
Awesome.
3 to 4 weeks. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Great.
The other distinctive feature about the Camozzi fitting is the electrolytic nickel plating. That is a standard feature for all of our fittings, and it gives you a higher aesthetic and also gives you a degree of corrosion protection that you don't get from a plain brass fitting. Another neat feature on the Camozzi fittings is the ProFit thread. This is an optional thread, and it just happens to be our most popular thread type. And the reason it's so popular is because it makes the fitting much easier to install. So you don't have to use Teflon tape, or you don't have to use a thread sealant. So it's just a matter of threading the fitting in hand tight, and then 3/4 of a turn with the wrench, and you're done. And you don't have the risk of thread sealant or Teflon tape contaminating your air system. It's just a much cleaner way of assembling a fitting. And then the other unique thing about the ProFit thread is that it will fit into an NPT or a BSP port. So if you have a customer, say a user customer that wants to standardize on inch tubing throughout their facility, they can use the ProFit thread that acts as a hybrid between NPT and BSP threads. So you can get rid of all the metric tubing.
Lower inventory, lower costs.
That's right.
All right. Great. I mean, it's good to know what makes the Camozzi fitting different than what you see out in the field. And so you want to keep these things in mind. These are benefits for you that's going to help you in the long run.